Boys, my dad was able to grow up and watch Trevor Barker become a legend of the St Kilda Football Club. My older sisters, they got to watch Lenny Hayes blossom into one of our best ever midfielders. I think we get to be here and watch Mateus Filippo turn into an absolute St Kilda legend. Never mind the result. Our star boy, another backed it up, 20 disposals, a miraculous goal on the run. I think I'm falling in love. Finn, how are we doing?
Yeah, good. He was our saving grace on the weekend, that's for sure. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty relieved. I feel like the season's done, pressure's off. Let's see how the kids go. Wins don't matter. Let's just pump some games into the kids and, move on to next year.
No, I completely agree. Guy, how are we doing?
Not good. That game was so painful. That left such a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
I said to you before that if we really smash them, not just beat the Crom, absolutely smash them, maybe finals are still on the cards. And so I drew myself into this, I gave myself a bit of hope, which is always dangerous. And I was punished.
But it's better now that it's over, right? The relief.
Yeah, it is. I guess it is.
It's off the back.
I feel really sad as well. It was just pathetic. That was one of our worst performances of the year.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm putting in a stern request to the AFL to have a roof on every stadium.
Yep.
Yeah.
We need 9 domes. Give us more domes.
Get stuff, Damien Hardwick. Marvel's the greatest stadium in the world because we don't have to deal with wet weather footy at Marvel.
It's pretty funny how clearly unprepared they were for wet weather footy. The bounce, Philippo's bounce, the handball chains attempted. It was pretty comical.
Yeah.
The boys love the cozy dome.
Speaking of roofs, did you hear, this has nothing to do with the Saints, but the Tasmanian stadium is going to have a timber roof.
Wait,
Tasmanian
It's going to be made of timber.
No,
timber?
Tasmanian timber. Yeah.
Well, timber all the way across.
Yeah. And I'm like, wouldn't they have to change it out every 20, 30 years?
I did ask my brother this, who's an architect student. He said they'd treat it. And that's all the explanation I got. I don't know what that means.
He's earned his degree, clearly.
Yeah. He's dropping out.
No. So I just want to touch on 2 players. So the first one is, of course, Mateus Filippo. Probably our only real shining light. When he was about to kick that goal, me and Guy just both put our hands up and started hugging. He hadn't even kicked the ball yet, and we just knew it was going in.
Mid ball drop, we just grabbed each other.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah, that was such a good moment, and my God, it was the only one. I think it was even better because there was nothing else for the rest of the game.
Yeah, that was it. It really contrasts.
That was That was
And
God.
The other player I thought had a great first half. Sorry, before you fade, every player faded out in the second half was Cooper Sharman.
Yeah.
Booper. Yeah.
Booper Barman had an amazing first quarter. I think
he
could have kicked 3.
Genuine target. Actually had a real presence, and then the rain decided to get heavier, and Adelaide decided to put more bodies in the back 50.
Yeah.
Damn. So close. Nearly had him, Coops.
Last week I spoke about how I almost cursed us by saying that Logan McDonald doesn't get enough hate.
Oh no!
Right before the start of the game, I turned to Guy. I think I turned to Guy and I said, "Riley Thilthorpe, that's a really weird choice as a sub. That's not going to work out. They're stupid." Cut to him kicking 3 goals or 2 or 3 goals in the last quarter to seal it.
I think you're banned from speaking.
Well, that's really, really bad because we have a podcast.
But Riley Thilthorpe loves us. He gave me flashbacks on Saturday to that game in Cairns during COVID when it was the final score was 35-30 and he's kicked a bicycle kick to win the game.
Also in wet conditions as well in the dew.
Showing he can do it on a cold, windy night at Stoke.
Yeah. Bearded Riley Thilthorpe really gets me nervous and scared because he looks terrifying. He's only 20, 21.
He's big.
I don't think it's the same bloke that they drafted. It's just, it has to be a different guy.
Yeah.
They've got around some WADA controls and put some human growth hormone into him, I reckon.
He's had a couple of sessions with Reece Matheson.
Yeah.
But so I'm banned from talking about opposition players in a negative way.
Correct.
It's only going to be positive vibes, and I promise I will not talk smack about Harley Reid later on.
Well, you've already jinxed it, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Harley Reid's a wuss, and Darcy Wilson's the best player, best draftee from the draft.
Come on, Darcy.
Now, but forget the game. We got another Ross moment, a Rossism. He broke the phone. The camera cut at the perfect time, and he's just going ham.
It cut live when he did that.
Yeah. So I asked ChatGPT because, I reckon Ross is very apologetic about it. I asked ChatGPT to write an apology to the Adelaide people from Ross, but in the form of a presidential speech, because the election's a big talking point in the US at the moment. I'm not going to do an impersonation because I'm not very good at impersonations. Impersonation guy is guy. But here we go. My fellow Adelaideans, I stand before you today with a heavy heart and a broken spirit. It is with great regret, and it had in brackets tears roll down cheek.
Wait, this is Ross Lyon.
This is Ross Lyon.
Can we fact check the fellow Adelaideans? What's going on there?
Yep,
That's already
ChatGPT. It's working out the kinks. It is with great regret that I must address a matter of utmost importance. Last week, while visiting your beautiful city, which is a bit of a lie, let's be real.
Tough.
Ross Lyon, coach of the St Kilda Football Club, inadvertently caused an unfortunate incident involving a phone. Yes, I confess, I broke a phone. Let me assure you, it was not intentional. The phone was simply no match for my firm grip and enthusiastic movements. As I extended my arm, the phone slipped from my hand's grasp and met an untimely demise. For this, I am truly sorry. Adelaide, you deserve better. That's in quotation marks. That's not. You welcomed me with torrential rain, and in return, I broke a phone. This is not the Ross Lyon way, and for that, I apologise. Do you reckon the South?
What on for ChatGPT to work in the weather?
Oh, I kind of included that like it was a wet night. Yeah.
Yeah, how lengthy was your prompt?
It was just like 3 or 4 lines, apologise for breaking your phone in the form of a US president. Your name's Ross Lyon, and it was wet. That's pretty much about it. Yeah. So I hope
I'm lucky. Oh yeah, lucky Ross Lyon's not AI generated.
Oh, we don't know about that.
Just wait.
Maybe we should train AI on Ross Lyon's press conferences so that AI is just really funny.
Yeah.
Like you ask it to do something and it just spits it back out at you with like a snarky comment.
Tears you down.
Yeah.
Intellectually, brick by brick.
Oh, you want me to write your essay for you? Figure it out yourself.
Yeah. Guy, you had a great idea for a new segment.
Do. So what we're going to be doing, we love drafts. It's the only thing that gets us excited as St Kilda fans.
It's our grand final.
It's our grand final, yes. And like the grand finals we've played in real life, it always goes badly. So what we're going to do is we're not going to draft. We're going to do our own little draft here, but we're not going to draft players. We're going to draft different food you would eat at the footy.
Okay.
But you're not going to draft them on how good they taste, how well they would play as footballers if they were human beings.
Sure. Yep.
Yep. And so we go build a team of 3 each. There's 9 picks, and so I've got to say the foods in the pool to choose from are pie, hot chips, chicken and chips, hot dog, sushi, fish and chips, jam donut, chicken burger, and sausage roll. And we're going to decide somehow who gets pick 1. What was that again? We talked about this earlier.
Goose, pick a number between 1 and 100, but don't say it out loud. What's your number?
50.
73.
66.
And then
I'm third. So wait, you.
So I go first.
Yeah.
First, second, third. Okay,
Alright, cool.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. Are we doing the draft noise? I can get.
I was going.
Nah, see, I reckon that just sounds too much like a jig. So that's the NBA one. If you don't know what that is, that's the NBA draft noise. I'm much more of a fan of the whole. I'll play it again. It's much more simple. It gets straight to the point. Nah, see, the NBA one thinks I feel like I'm going to break out in like jazz hands in a musical.
That feels like I'm at a corporate meeting.
That's
AFL is a serious business.
Oh,
the
God.
NBA is a clown.
That's like a generic ringtone. This one, the NBA one, stands on business. Pick 1.
Pick 1 in the food draft.
You've also obviously you've got to justify your reason as well.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yes.
I'm gonna go for my personal favorite, and that is the chicken and chips.
He was the top of my board as well.
Interesting.
So my reasons for that is I reckon chicken and chips will make good wingmen. They're a good 2-for-1 combo.
Yeah.
You get the chicken going forward and then the chips coming back.
Well, and also wingmen.
They're not wings, they're tenders.
They're not wings, they're tenders.
Oh, come on.
So you don't respect chicken and chips as games.
Okay,
I
clearly.
think chicken and chips as well is he's a good athlete. He's like a lean piece of meat. He's well balanced as well. Protein and carbs.
Yeah.
He's getting up and back. He's going to run all day.
So me and Guy are thinking the same thing.
I didn't do my research, clearly.
That's shattered my plans.
All right.
Okay.
Finn's pick, yep.
You play it again?
Oh,
No.
Sam.
Okay. With pick two of the food draft, I am selecting pie.
Yep.
So I'm taking pie because I think pie is holding a lot of the team together, has a lot of its insides. It's got the team on its back. Can't have any leakages.
Yep. He's reliable as well.
Yeah. I think pie at pick two is a generational fullback.
A pie to Dacos, if you will.
There you go.
I don't think Pie's got the size to be key position. It's quite small.
Well, it depends. Are you getting like the chunky steak? Are you getting the long traveler pies?
Which ones they sell?
My problem
They only sell the 4. I mentioned just 4 and 20s.
My problem with the pies is I was thinking pies for number one, but I think pies are too, they're either burning hot or freezing cold. So they're either hot or cold, and I don't like that inconsistency in my footballers.
I think he's a solid, reliable player. I don't think he's got the ceiling. He's never going to really surprise you, but he's steady and reliable.
He literally has a ceiling.
He literally does it. Exactly. It's too low. It's quite small.
But you know what you're getting.
We've got to move on.
You do know what you're getting.
We've got to move on.
Okay, pick 3. Sound now in post. I'm going to pick.
Please leave that in.
I'm going to pick hot chips. This guy gets it done in all conditions. He's a good size as well. I wouldn't say he's a key position, but he's rangy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a lengthy kind of just athletic type.
I liked hot chips as well for the versatility. And I think not being weighed down by his cousins in chicken and chips and fish and chips allows him to really shine in more situations.
We can't talk about fish and chips yet. They haven't been drafted. I feel like we need to give them time to, they missed out on the first round.
Can't give away what we've got on our board. I think hot chips, to sum up, is like a bit of a Marcus Bontempelli before he's drafted. Tall. No one really knows his best position yet, but his upside is limitless.
I mean, Patrick Chips was right there, but that's fine.
We're going to go past that.
All right. With pick 4 in the food draft, I'm going to select the chicken burger. Quite like that. Or as I put down the Ryan Burnsgar, but I don't think it really works. Not as good as pie to Dacos.
Out of all those, Patrick Chips is your best, and that's not saying much.
Yeah, look, and I stole that from their podcast. I think it's called, when they had Zach Fisher, it was called Fish and Chips.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm going to go chicken burger. But
He's big.
It's a big boy, because I got my wingman. I need a big boy to tap it down to the midfielders to get it to the wingman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're thinking the same thing. I was thinking chicken burger would be the ruckman.
Yeah. I think he's a bit unfit.
Yeah, no,
I've got
Yeah.
There's a lot of extra weight.
There's a lot of extra bun holding him. I'm worried about he's a bit of a Sean Darcy.
Yeah, but it's fine.
He gives me Sean Darcy vibes.
If you can slim him down, remove some of the sauce.
Let us train him up.
Well, you're probably building for the future. I'm building. Yuck. I've caught that as well.
Pick 5.
That's why there's a space between us. All right. Pick 5. I'm going for jam donut at pick 5. Yeah.
Oh, the jam Stein.
That's a bolter.
No, this is
an absolute
a bolter. I'm going for the marketing ploy. I'm putting bums in seats. I think Jam Donut is our poster boy. By far, he's the prettiest bloke in this draft. All right. And I think he's going to put bums in seats. Bums in seats. He's going to sell merch. He's sweet.
Yeah.
He'll be a great media personality. And I think, he's good enough on the field, but it's his off-field work where he makes it work.
I'm worried about, once again, his endurance, because if, you're not quite prepared for him, he's going to sit in your forward line like a piece of lead, like he would in your stomach.
But
he's got a bit of energy. He's got a bit of zip about him.
He'd be a great super sub.
He would be.
Imagine injecting that into the game.
Yep.
Injecting it like the jam?
Maybe like a McDonald Tip and Woody. McDonald Tip and Woody type, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, my pick. Pick number 6. I am going to go for fish and chips.
I feel like that's a bit of a slider. I feel like fish and chips is a bit underrated.
Fish and chips is underrated. Again, I feel like he's a poor man's chicken and chips in a way, but his upside's very, very high.
Yeah, I feel like fish.
He's got a bit of, maybe he's a little bit flaky, potentially.
Yeah, good one. Yeah.
Might not.
I feel like fish and chips is like kind of what you get if chicken and chips, they're out of chicken and chips. Like fish and chips, all right, well, I don't really want like a pie, I don't really want sausage roll, so you have to get the next thing with and chips.
Yeah, because he's left over. Yeah.
So chips are the steak knives.
Yeah, but I feel like fish and chips would be a good like halfback flanker. Like not quite the midfielder you're looking for, but chuck him on halfback, still going to be a bit reliable.
Pretty slippery as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Consistency issues, but I think he's got a good left shoe on him.
I don't mind the pick.
I can't believe this guy's still on the board.
And then we're not trading picks. I want to.
No. What can you do? Realistically, you actually, I want to hear this out.
Futures are up for grabs as well.
Okay, I want to hear this out. What is your trade offer?
No, I was going to go like, swap our next round picks.
The last pick in the draft
for my next,
you know what? I'm going to have to say no. All right. So with the 7th pick in the food draft and my final pick, I feel like I need a good key forward.
Damn it.
I'm going to go for the sausage roll.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good key forward, good medium-sized. You know, it's going to fill you up, but there's also still kind of room for improvement as well.
I was hoping he'd stay to my pick because this guy, look, he's the old school. He's the old school full forward. He's what you need in a team.
Yeah.
He's kicking goals. He's wrapping people up in tackles.
He is literally, he's kicking a lot of goals.
Yeah. So no, it's a good pick from you. Okay, with pick 8 and my final pick in the food draft, I have to take Hot Dog. As we all know, Hot Dog rocks up to the footy in a thermos of hot water, and I think he's going to give blokes a bath on the other team.
He rocks up after being out all night because he's fat and lazy.
Whoa, slander.
Yeah.
Kid's only 18, mate. Jeez. No, I think he has the versatility. He's you know, he can be used in all situations.
Yeah.
And I think he can't go wrong.
I'm worried there's not much substance there. A lot of, even more so than the chicken burger. There is a lot wrapping him up, and there's not a lot of quality within.
Yeah, but you can get the add-ons, you know. You can get some extra sauce on the top. You can spice it up a little bit.
So maybe he's like a good media performer or something. Or he's good in the locker room. He adds a bit more.
He adds a bit to the midfield as well.
Adds a bit more flavour to the, okay.
Spices up. You never know what you're going to get.
Okay. I was worried this was going to come to this.
Yeah, I think there's no surprises.
This was
no surprise.
Consensus.
No surprise when I put this on the board. Yeah. Okay, Sushi comes in at 9. I liken this bloke sucks. He shouldn't be here.
Oh, good luck to him.
But I feel like he's a category B rookie who's played another sport his whole life. What's the most popular sport in Japan? Give it
sumo wrestling?
Baseball.
Baseball?
Yeah, baseball's pretty big.
If you had a really long sushi roll.
Yeah, really. Yeah. But I feel like he's just raw athlete.
Raw.
But just doesn't raw athlete, doesn't like body contact, but he's a project player.
But I think he's really solid. Like it's a really solid pick. It's just unfortunately
he's just like a really good athlete, just not in the. He just doesn't have the game sense.
He's probably
he's literally in the wrong sport.
He's a bit too fresh as well.
That's where I was going because like he might give you food poisoning.
Yeah,
and he's going to make you a bit sick when he disposes of the ball.
Yep,
but,
exactly.
You know,
yeah. Let's go through our lineups.
All right. Well, I had the chicken and chips, the sausage roll, and then what was the other one I got?
Chicken burger.
The chicken burger, right.
I like
my
that
ruckman,
team.
my Sean Darcy.
I had pie, jam donut, and hot dog.
That's such a hot and cold team.
There you go. You need all of it.
Well, they're physically all hot, but I feel like consistency-wise they're done. Okay, I've got I've got hot chips getting out of the middle. Who else have I got? Sushi and fish and chips.
Bit of a
I've got a chips hype.
A chips overload there. I would say that's an unbalanced team. It's unbalanced with zero game sense as well. Chips and fish and chips are going to be running all over each other. They might be very angry out there, very salty.
Yeah. Or maybe they'll have good chemistry because they're kind of like maybe they're from the same junior club.
Oh yeah. They read each other.
Yeah. They're cut from the same cloth.
Yeah. Well, they are cousins after all.
True.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that sums up our first draft.
I think we did good. Don't ever offer me a trade offer ever again. That was shocking. Imagine Sauce gets a call. Hey, because Port Adelaide probably won't have any draft picks because they traded for Jordan. Can we give you a pick 70 for your pick 5? That'll compensate.
No. I genuinely reckon because I would only want to do a trade in that scenario just to do a trade. It'd be funny. I feel like
just for the drama.
Just for the drama.
Yeah.
And I feel like the list managers on draft night do that as well. They just call each other up for just chat.
Shits and
They're
giggles
like,
and
it'd
just
be pretty fun if we did this, eh? And then they swap like a 2/5.
And they've got people like trying to
Huge
figure out
quiz.
the points and how they all add up. And it's all good.
I hate it. They're just nerds.
Yeah.
It makes no difference.
Everyone involved in football is actually a nerd.
Yeah. Oh, the haggling over the fifth rounders. It's me to tears. Anyway.
This morning, it was the Euros. How do we reckon our St Kilda 11 did from a few weeks ago? Dougal Howard, Max King and Machida Owens up top, combined for 1 goal.
Yeah.
That gutless England 11 still beating the Saints.
no,
That's how low I rate us right now.
Did you see the Saints what they posted this morning about like not winning a trophy since 66?
yeah.
And it's like, we know how you feel. It's like, I thought that was a bit sad.
Yeah.
Like, what? That's not a flex, guys.
Oh, yeah, all the comments were like, this is a crazy thing to flex. Please do not liken us to this.
I don't know if it's a flex. It's just fact.
Yeah. Do you think, who is more cursed, the St Kilda Football Club or Harry Kane?
Oh, Harry Kane.
Harry Kane.
That man cannot even, like, at least we've like, sniffed. He hasn't even, I don't think he's ever actually come close.
No, that German Cup final this year.
Yeah.
Who cares?
That's like us with the Wizard Cup. That's, yeah. All right.
Can we talk about Josh Battle?
Yeah, quickly. Yeah, we could.
What are you guys' thoughts on his contract status right now and whatnot?
My opinion is I am at peace with whatever happens. I've done
Such a
I've
fence.
I've
Sit on the fence kind of operation.
yeah. Look, I play both sides, so I come out winning. So if he leaves, I don't think he's going to be like a do or die. Like he's not going to set us back a whole lot. I'd love to get a pick 5 in so we can get another good boy in.
Yeah.
But if he stays, great. Like it means he wants to stay for the club. Whatever Ross is building, he wants to be a part of it. What do you reckon, Finn?
Do you think we are a top 4 chance in the next 3 years?
I don't
Consistent or like a once-off?
I really
Once-off,
don't know.
yes.
As a
Consistent, not.
fluke, but like, what's the point of just working it like we did last year?
I'm probably leaning towards getting the pick then.
Yeah. Well, I'm operating under the assumption now that if we let him go, the compensation will be like the top tier. So a pick after our first pick.
Yeah.
So that right now would be pick 4 and 5. If we draft, say, if Josh Battle was drafted with pick number 5,
Mm-hmm.
would you be happy with how that's turned out?
Probably not.
Probably not. And and with and it's so hard for St Kilda to get these top 10 picks because we never bottom out. We never get priority picks for whatever reason. I think I'm so on the side of getting pick number 5 in. I feel like that'd that's the way to go.
The reason why, there's 2 kids that are just stand out to me that will be around the mark.
Yeah.
We've got the draft.
Show us the spreadsheet.
Yeah,
please.
Colby. I'm Cal Toomey of the Sainted Love community.
You're better than him.
Yeah, no. So obviously, the main one is Jagger Smith. Like he is Zach Butters personified.
Okay.
Like everything he does is Zach Butters coded. I hate comparing draftees to current players because that's never accurate. But to the average AFL fan isn't into the draft, so it's an easy cop out almost. And the other one is a guy I've only recently kind of got into is Sam Laylor, who has 2 brothers actually as well, Sam Epping and Sam Thomastown.
I was waiting for some kind of joke of that vein.
What's that northern
to pop up.
suburb humour?
Just
disgusting.
Just so shit.
No, but I actually have it. So they're both 2 midfielders. Sam Laylor was injured. It was a game about a month ago. So instead of going off, he went up forward and kicked like 7 goals. So, I think he's a tall. He's like 194 centimeters.
I don't like reading into those one-off games in juniors when they pop up though, because you just
Lance Collard vibes.
It just doesn't necessarily mean anything, But pick 4 and 5 would be.
But also
and with Tassie coming in a few years, he's going to be harder to come by again.
On Sam Laylor, I only found this out today because when I was looking him up.
Where's he from? By the way,
he's from New South Wales, I believe. Like Canberra. Area. So Jack Steele.
So he plays for the Allies.
Yeah. So this is the first time I've ever seen. So the where I get my comparisons and my stats and stuff is from a website called Rookie Me. This is the first time I've ever seen them directly compare them to a player. You're gonna like this. Sam Laidlaw is a bull-like inside midfielder who has drawn comparisons to Dustin Martin.
Ugh,
And that's the only time
that
I've
is
ever
a
actually...
crazy.
And I've
thing
never,
to say.
I've never ever seen that website actually compare them to a player.
I don't think they can say that.
No, but they have.
That's pretty lazy, isn't it? Whoever's typing that in.
Yeah, that's
Just to say he's like Dustin Martin.
that's pretty outrageous.
All right. Finn, do you have a quick LSD for us this week? Or
Yeah. I got a quick one. We can run through this. So we got Ben Cousins. To start
Which
off.
which version?
which
No, hang on.
I was about to say.
Ben Cousins, Nick Nat Nui, and Harley Reid, but they're all at the same age that Harley Reid is now, and their careers play out in the same way.
Give me Ben Cousins for 5 years. Ben Cousins, but he's good. Good boy, Ben Cousins.
No, there's no good, but the career plays out exactly how it plays out.
Oh, but Ben Cousins was so good until he went off the rails.
Well, the thing is, Harley, we don't know how his career's going to
That's
pan
right.
out. I want that one. I want the one we don't know. I want
And
the
this is why you're a
unknown.
Saints fan.
Yes. Always hope and get
Yeah, I'm happy to sign
and
Harley
get
for
let
5.
down.
Yeah.
Harley 5, okay.
Oh, yep. Okay, and then the list. Oh God,
No,
the
so-
list. Ben.
So the listing,
Oh, sorry. And then
signing and loading.
signing and
Sorry, signing and duplicating.
duplicating Nick Nat.
Yeah.
2 Nick Nats doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because there's a high
Two
chance
Ben-
one of them's going to go off with an injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
2 Ben Cousins is just a nightmare.
Yep.
Yep.
You've got to loan Ben Cousins for one game, and then he can party with the boys afterwards.
Lovely. That's where I landed as well.
Yeah.
Quick,
Fantastic.
sharp and efficient. I like it. All right, we'll quickly touch on the game before we wrap it up. I'm not going to be there. It's going to be this is the second game I've missed this year.
Where are you?
I'm at work.
Dude.
No,
That
I
sucks.
tried to plan out all my leave so I can because I work every second Saturday,
Right.
and I somehow missed this.
That's tough.
And yeah, so unfortunately, I won't be. I will be trying to sneakily watch it on my phone. I think I'll be able to catch the
Saints
last.
supporter does it work? Yes.
Yeah. Also, I'll be trying to catch the last quarter on my phone.
Nice.
And then sorry, not the last quarter. So I'll be trying to watch on my phone, and then the last quarter I should be at home for.
Okay.
So hopefully I don't check my phone and we're down by 50 points
What
because
day
Harley
and
Reid
time
has.
is it? I haven't even checked.
I'm scared Harley Reid is going to come out for a revenge tour against Darcy Wilson because it's his fault, not his
true.
fault. But
He's the culprit.
yeah, if Darcy Wilson should have been has. Let me start that sentence again. Darcy Wilson shouldn't have been as easy to pull down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's clearly Darcy's fault.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Darcy might not have been the same since as well.
You reckon?
Maybe he hasn't
He's
played. He's
Looking behind his shoulder.
His form's dipped a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that rattled him.
I wouldn't say it's controversial because he's been pretty poor. I think we should give Machida the poo treatment.
Yeah, agreed.
Because only if we're not going to give him proper midfield minutes, not this ruck crap.
This half and half thing's really starting to annoy me.
Yeah.
It's how you kind of ruin
That's how you
players'
ruin-
potentials.
Yeah. It's happening in real time. I'm not.
If there is a time for Starboy number 2 to rise up and get selected, it's this week because Matthew Allison kicked another 5 on the weekend. The man, the myth, the Matty Allison.
I mean, there's nothing to lose. Just go for it, I reckon.
Go for it.
True. Yeah.
We're lacking
Roll
goals.
them out.
Yeah.
I don't think any fan knows anything about him. Besides the name, we've all heard about how athletic he is. Let's prove it.
Yeah. Let's see it.
Yeah.
And what better team to do it against than West Coast?
Yeah.
And give Hugo a run as well. Instead of being a traveling emergency and losing a week of development in the twos.
Same with Max
Just to
Hall as
watch.
well. Max Hall was the
Yeah,
same.
Max Hall.
It's we have our 2
right.
most promising under 23-year-olds.
Yeah.
And
Max Hall's stats in the VFL have just a quarter of what they were when he was a Box Hill.
yeah, it's got to be hard.
Because he's just playing he's not actually playing in the midfield. He's playing 100% half forward, Death Valley. So
we're Jack Billingsing him in terms of we're just playing him half forward and hoping him to, kick 3 goals. It's
that's a good sign. I reckon they obviously
Yeah.
don't want him to just play for Sandy. They're grooming him for a role in the ones.
Yeah.
So maybe we will see him.
The other one I only watched bits and pieces of the Sandy game because it overlapped. I hate this overlap crap
yeah.
because I've really started
bad.
getting to Sandy this year and these overlapping
Where are the Zebs on the ladder?
borderline top 8, I think.
Yeah,
They're around
10th or something.
so classic
Yeah.
Saints footy. So Max Heath, he really impressed me in the 10 minutes I watched. Please, can we get just a debut? We need something to excite us.
Yeah.
Football's been pretty dour besides the Sydney game. I think we need something to perk us up.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
It's hard going from such a high last week to such a low this week.
That's the life of a Saints fan.
I know, but they're so extreme.
I
these
know.
two.
And Finn, I really want your Mushel dream to come alive.
Mushel. Roll them out, please.
Yeah.
It'd be amazing.
They look like the same person, that photo.
Do they?
They look so similar.
Doesn't one have blue eyes and one brown eyes? And
No, but the
blonde
face-
hair and
face matched up
I mean,
really
that's
well.
just good lining up for me, I think.
I don't think so. It's the same person.
Give me some credit.
Yeah, I am. It's great.
I think that's a good place to wrap it up. Short and sweet this week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Well, get to the ground. I'm being very hypocritical. Get to the ground.
I'll be there.
We need more than 16K, please.
Yeah, that would be nice.
It's getting lower and lower every week.
Yeah.
So get to the ground. Support the Saints. Good chance we win this week, I reckon. What do you reckon?
Oh, I'd give it 50-50. I think if Ross goes...
It's 50-50. We're either going to win or we'll lose.
Yeah. I think, if Ross decides to play some kids and have a crack with some weird tactical juju, then, it could be fun and we might lose, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't care.
Yeah. we all want to see what Matthew Allison can do.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Play
Yes.
Matthew Allison, please.
Yeah.
Don't lose the West Coast.
We'll end it there. Go the Mighty Saints.